In the headlines, police remand suspected killers of Deborah Samuel in prison. Gunmen kill 6 in Tekke local government in Kano State. Plateau elders warn against imposition of candidates on residents. 14 reported killed in Indonesia bus crash. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. And now the details. The police have arraigned 2 suspects in connection with the murder of the 200-level student of Shehu Shagari College of Education, Sokoto, Deborah Samuel, who was accused of blasphemy. The suspects, Biliaminu Aliu and Aminu Hukunchi, who are also students at the college, were arraigned before a magistrate court in the state on Monday. According to the police first information report, the suspects were arraigned because of the mob action which led to the lynching of the student. After the suspects pleaded not guilty to the charges, the police prosecutor, Inspector Khalil Musa, asked the court for another date to enable the police complete their investigation. The court adjourned ruling on the application to a later date and directed the defendants to be remanded at the Sokoto Correctional Center. Meanwhile, Sokoto State Governor Aminu Tambuwal has ordered the relaxation of the 24-hour curfew in force in Sokoto metropolis. This follows a briefing by stakeholders in the state security architecture. A statement by the State Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Isa Galandanchi, says that the revised curfew will now be from dusk to dawn in Sokoto Township. Galandanchi said that the relaxation of the curfew is to enable people pursue their legitimate businesses and other means of livelihood without fear of molestation. The government, however, advised residents to maintain peace, warning that it will not condone any breach of law and order in the state. Meanwhile, gunmen suspected to be kidnappers have killed 6 persons in a village in Tekke local government area of Kano State. The gunmen were said to have raided Karfi village in the local government and abducted the 53-year-old village head, Abdulihaya Ilo. They were also said to have stormed the village on 3 motorcycles from Bauchi State through Ringim Forest in Jigawa. Confirming the incident, the spokesman of the police in Kano, Abdullahi Kiawa, said that a team of operatives has been dispatched to the LGA with the goal of rescuing the abducted village head and arresting the suspect. The management of the Enugu Electricity Distribution Company, EEDC, has condemned the attack on Ogidi District facility in Idemili North Council of the Anambra State. This was contained in a statement by the head of corporate communications, EEDC, Emeka Eze, who made available to newsmen in Enugu. The Electricity Distribution Company regretted the attack by yet-to-be-identified criminal elements, which he said left about 32 utility and operational vehicles burnt, including other assets and equipment within the premises. Meanwhile, there was a stampede in Owerri, the Imo State capital, as some people claiming to be members of the indigenous peoples of Biafra, IPOB, tried to enforce the sit-at-home order on Monday. Shop owners around Withrel and Douglas and Nekede areas had to quickly close their stores, while motorists made quick detours, almost hitting one another in the process as they tried to avoid members of IPOB. Within minutes, the whole street became deserted, while those who dared to go out became stranded. Meanwhile, IPOB has denied that it sent voice notes asking people to sit at home on Monday. The organization said that the order applies only on Wednesday, when its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, will make a scheduled court appearance. Plateau elders have warned that the imposition of a candidate on the people will cost the All Progressives Congress the governorship seat in Plateau State in 2023 elections. A group of Plateau elders under the Aegis of Equity and Justice Forum gave the warning at a press briefing in Jos, the state capital. In the group's message, signed by Umar Shetin and Sumailu Makama as chairman and co-chairman. The elders alleged that the incumbent administration of Governor Lalong has commenced moves to manipulate the outcome of the party primaries in favor of his preferred candidate. It noted that the injustice and imposition of candidate perpetrated by People's Democratic Party during its party primaries in 2014 is about to repeat itself in the APC, saying that the party will lose the governorship seat to another party if care is not taken.
It would be recalled that in 2014, Equity and Justice Forum did a press briefing cautioning then Governor of Plateau State to halt the plan of imposing an anointed gubernatorial aspirant during the gubernatorial primaries in the state. The forum also stated the consequences that will follow if the warning was not heeded to. However, that fell on deaf ears. Eventually, the consequences caught up with the governor and the PDP in the secondary election. If we give our consent to this act about to be perpetrated within the APC in the state, we have become partakers of it. And this contradicts our firm belief in the growth of democracy and dispensation of equity and justice to all. In the light of this, we are lending our voices against the undemocratic act about to be executed by the present leadership of the ruling party in the state.
Now, the Borno State Police Command has recovered and defused an improvised explosive device in an IDP camp in the state. Briefing journalists on the development, the Commissioner of Police, Abdu Umar, said that the explosive device was planted by ISOP terrorists inside Dalori IDP camp in Konduga local government area in the early hours of Monday. Umar, who revealed that its operatives also apprehended some suspects with PMS, assured that the command will not condone any unlawful assembly in the state. The Bauchi State Governor, Senator Bala Mohammed, on Sunday said Nigeria had the potential to become the world's biggest economy if properly developed. Mohammed made the remark in Jos, the Plateau State capital, while soliciting for votes from delegates in the state during the forthcoming presidential primary on the PDP. Mohammed, a former FCT minister, said that he had defeated incumbent governors more than once, adding that he had the capacity to win if given the mandate as PDP flag bearer. The presidential aspirant said that he will secure and boost the country's image in the Committee of Nations. The PDP chairman, Plateau State, Chris Hassan, described Mohammed as a good neighbor. Hassan said that as delegates, they will assess all the aspirants with a view to picking one that is most suitable for the country.
The will has already been invented. All we need to do is to copy it. I have grown to respect people. I have understood our diversity. Even the diversity of Jos, the diversity of Bauchi, the diversity of Borno, the diversity of everywhere. I have visited all the states, all the towns in Nigeria. I have friends in all the towns and cities of Nigeria, either as a media men, civil servants, or legislators, or members of the State Executive Council. I have built bridges. I have understood the problem that is causing exclusion, disillusionment, hatred. I have the medicine for it. The medicine is justice and equity, and mutual respect, and transparency, not arrogance. We have mistrust and suspicion between us. My brothers who are here, why won't the Igbo do something? We will not betray you. Amen. Amen. discussing with all the delegates, and we see the difference of the Plateau State to what we need. In the party, when our problems came in the party, he was one of those governors that stood behind the People's Democratic Party and won. Today we have 7 states, including Plateau that is from 7 states. 7 states, including Plateau, that is funding every month. He has shown us he's a big father and a big brother. And like I told you last time, the problem that is between Nigeria, there's only one solution. The solution, of course, is God and we ourselves. And the solution is only in People's Democratic Party.
Staying with political matters, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso on Sunday visited Senator Ibrahim Shekarau to finalize arrangements leading to Shekarau's defection to the new but fast-growing New Nigeria People's Party. Shekarau had been expected to officially announce his defection from the ruling All Progressive Congress on Saturday, but the plan was shelved for an undisclosed reason. Governor Abdullahi Ganduje had visited Shekarau Friday night to prevail on him to shelve the defection, with the later shunning an Abuja meeting after reportedly gathering that it was not the presidency that called the peace parley. Sources in Shekarau's camp told Daily Trust that the defection is almost a done deal, as all the associates of the former governor in all the 44 local government areas have agreed to move to the NNPP. President Muhammadu Buhari and the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami have filed a suit at the Supreme Court seeking an interpretation of Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Amendment Act 2022. In the suit filed on April 29, the President and AGF, who are the plaintiffs, listed the National Assembly as the sole defendant. They are seeking an order of the Apex Court to strike out the section of the Electoral Act, saying it is inconsistent with the nation's constitution. President Buhari and Malami also contended that the Constitution already provides qualification and disqualification for the offices of the President and Vice President, Governor and Deputy Governor, Senate and House of Representatives, House of Assembly, Ministers, Commissioners and Special Advisors. The National Assembly, in its counter-affidavit filed by its lawyer, Kayode Ajulo, asked the Supreme Court to strike out the suit on the grounds that the Supreme Court cannot be invoked to amend the provision of any law validity made by lawmakers in the exercise of their legislative powers as granted by the Constitution. You're watching the news update on Trust Television. Coming up shortly. National Association of Nigerian Students converged to protest ongoing ASUU strike. Details and more coming shortly. Thanks for staying. This is Trust News Update, and let's have a look at the top stories again. Police remand suspected killers of Deborah Samuel in prison. Gunmen kill 6 in Takai local government in Kano State. Now, elsewhere, at least 480 girls drawn from 3 local government areas of Gwale, Nasarawa and Ungogo in Kano State are being mentored to boost their self-esteem and build their capacity to be productive citizens. The training under the Girls Education Project 3 was aimed at educating the girls on their roles in the society and also sensitize them on the benefit of education for the girl child. The lead facilitator of The lead facilitator at Muhammadu Maigado Kaya School at Gwale Center, Zubaida Musa, told Daily Trust TV that the program was tagged Girls for Girls because the participants are being trained to train other girls in their localities. One of the beneficiaries of the training, Rabiat Mohammed, said that the training changed her orientation on many issues.
UNICEF intervention activity, and we are going to train like 450 girls in this phase. Probably we are having two phases. This is the first one, which included Gwale, Ungogo and Nasarawa local governments in three different clusters. And this G4G is, the meaning of G4G is Girls for Girls. And the reason why it is called that is because the bigger girls are training the younger ones. There is no male, it is not a male affair, it is about girls for girls. And what it's all about is about empowering a girl child. We are training them in different ways, like in education, like in gender, for them to differentiate between gender and sex roles. There is also life skills, which included active citizenship, active participation, hygiene promotion, which usually taught girls about how to take care of themselves, more especially during menstruation, how to clean themselves, how to change their diapers, and so many more.
I fear of education because before I will come this place, I don't know many things, but when I come this place, they teach me how education is so good, and education for girls is so good, and they teach me it's our right to give us education. That's what they teach me, and I know many things about education because of G4G. That's why.
Members of the National Association of Nigerian Students announced on Monday blocked major roads in some cities in Oyo, Edo, and Ondo states. This was in protest to the prolonged industrial action by members of the Academic Staff Union of Universities because of several failed negotiations with the federal government. While protesting, students at the University of Ibadan blocked the school's entrance in the state capital. Those from Ladoke, Akintola University of Technology, barricaded the major road along where the institution is situated in Ogbomoso. In Edo State, students at the University of Benin condoned off the Benin Auchi Ramad Park axis of the state capital. They later proceeded to the Federal Secretariat in Benin City to present their case to the government, where they breached the gate. In Ondo State, students at the Federal University of Technology, Akure, barricaded the Akure-Ilesha Highway to condemn the lingering strike by the lecturers. The demonstrations came a week after NAN's leadership declared a mass action tagged Operation Test Run in all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory.
All the media, the press are already here also.
On health matters, Nigerians have been advised to shun bushmeat to avoid contracting monkeypox. The Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, Ifedayo Adetifa, gave the advice on Monday. He said the greatest threat to health security are zoonotic illnesses, which monkeypox belongs to. He said that monkeypox is a pathogen that affects animals but has acquired transmission capacity to humans. The NCDC, in its latest report, said that the country recorded 558 cases and 8 deaths from monkeypox across 32 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory between 2017 and 2022. Airline Operators of Nigeria has alerted Nigerians of an imminent disruption in flight operations as the scarcity of aviation fuel, popularly known as Jet A1, worsens. The spokesperson for the association, Obiora Okonko, in a statement on Monday said that the fuel scarcity was affecting smooth operations of air transport operations, adding that it would lead to flight rescheduling and cancellation. Okonko, however, said that the association and its members were working in alliance with product marketers, government and relevant stakeholders to ensure availability and proper pricing of aviation fuel in the country. And in business news, Nigeria's Consumer Price Index has risen to 16.82, a 1.76% increase from the figure recorded in March. A report by the National Bureau of Statistics says that the increase is the highest recorded since Nigeria's inflation figure dropped to 15.40 in November to maintain an 8-month downward trend. Since then, the figure has risen by a 0-point figure to 15.92 in March. However, on a year-on-year basis, NBS said that inflation figure was 1.3% lower compared to the rate recorded in April 2021. Away from Nigeria, tourist bus with a drowsy driver slammed into a billboard Monday on a highway on Indonesia's main island of Java, killing at least 14 people and injuring 19 others. According to police, the bus carrying Indonesian tourists from Surabaya, the capital of East Java province, was returning from a trip to central Java's Deng Plateau, a popular mountain resort, when it hit the billboard on the Mojokerto toll road just after dawn, East Java Traffic Police Chief Latif Usman said. Television news showed that police and medical personnel removing victims from the bus, which crashed just 400 meters before the highway exit. And in sports news, South Korean Lee Kyung-hoon has held off Jordan Spieth on the back nine to win the AT and T Byron Nelson for the second year in a row. He shot a 9 on the 63 at TPC Craig Ranch to win on 26 under a shot clear of American Spieth. American Justin Thomas, the 2017 USPGA winner, finished in a tie for 5th with compatriots Xander and Ryan Palmer. And with that, we wrap up Trust News Update. You can watch more by clicking the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and also subscribing to our YouTube and other social media platforms. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for watching.